This summer we have spent our outdoor services as an opportunity for members of the congregation to share a piece of their story, to share their Jewish journey. We've heard fascinating stories over the last 8 weeks, and we come tonight to our final welcome back to Beth Am, our final outdoor service of the year. Our speaker tonight is someone that many of us know, Sarah Lauing Cohen. Sarah grew up in this congregation, and we've asked Sarah to share her Jewish journey and obviously connect it to learning. We all are students, and we all are teachers. However, Sarah is our master teacher. She is the one who teaches our teachers and teaches them how to teach our children to be loving, caring, passionate Jews. We are delighted that our last speaker of the season, the one whose voice is going to stay in our hearts and minds, is Sarah Lauing Cohen. Please join me in welcoming her.
It was Simchat Torah 1990, and our Beth Am sanctuary was full of joy, dancing with our Torahs to celebrate the holiday. I was 5 years old and had just received my very own tiny Torah as a part of our consecration ceremony for incoming kindergarten students. Overwhelmed by the specialness of this experience, I turned to my mother and whispered, "This is the best day of my life." I would like to think that this was the start of my deep love for learning and teaching Torah and the launch of my career in Jewish education, but in reality, I was probably more impressed by the throwing of candy in the sanctuary. Still, something was sparked for me even then, an appreciation for the power of Jewish joy. As we close out our summer tonight and welcome the start of fall, I'm thinking about how this season brings a particular joy in our Jewish community. On Simchat Torah, we rejoice in our Torah. Sukkot is called Zman Simchatenu, the time of our joy. We are told in Deuteronomy, V'samachta v'chagecha, you shall rejoice in your festivals. In Judaism, joy is not just an emotion, it is a commandment. And for me, the beginning of the school year brings its own kind of joy. The excitement of returning to the classroom, reconnecting with students and families, and the anticipation of a new year of learning. I hope this season invites us to rejoice not only in our holidays, but also in our learning. May joy infuse every part of the Jewish educational experience. Last month, I had the privilege to serve on faculty at URJ Camp Newman, spending 2 weeks teaching and connecting with campers there, many of whom are here tonight. This is a place where students hike to a rock affixed with a giant Star of David and yell from the top of the hill, "I love being Jewish." They proudly wear Hebrew jewelry and t-shirts that read, "Jewish campers have some more fun." They jump and dance and sing at the top of their lungs. The whole world is a very narrow bridge, and the most important part is not to be afraid. In this moment that we are living in, when it can feel difficult and sometimes really heavy to be Jewish, these expressions of unbridled Jewish joy are not just heartwarming, they are essential. That's why I've challenged our education team to make joy the theme of our year in Jewish education programs. Seeking, creating, and experiencing Jewish joy is at the very core of what we do. Jewish joy has been a thread that has marked my own Jewish journey. From early days at Beth Am, acting in the BA Jewish Star productions, playing such esteemed roles as Esther's jester, among others, laughing and connecting with my peers and clergy in confirmation class, and ultimately coming back to Beth Am after college to serve as youth advisor and teacher and finding joy in educating. And now I have the incredible privilege of being your educator, creating Jewishly joyful educational experiences for the community that shaped and inspired me. When we consecrate our incoming kindergartners this coming October during our new and improved Simchat Torah celebration, That's a little teaser. I invite you to join us, to witness, to participate, and to experience the Jewish joy for yourself. Because you never know, it might just be the best day of someone's life. Shabbat Shalom.
Sarah, you bring joy to our lives, and we are so grateful for what you give to us each and every day. If you want to bring joy to Sarah's life, here's what I would say to you. Find your way, if you do not have children or grandchildren, find your way on Sunday morning to the campus and experience what it is that our educators create here. And then find your way back to Beth Am for events like Sukkot, like Simchat Torah, things that bring our children, our families in. We want nothing more than to have multi-generations celebrating together. That will bring joy to Sarah's life. So let us say thank you again to Sarah for what she does for our community. And even as we have great joy in celebrating